People belong to many social groups. If you ask someone which groups they belong to, they will probably say that they are members of a family or members of sports groups, like a football club. We are all members of a country. We usually say that we are citizens. Other groups include religious groups, political groups, and sometimes hobby groups. When students go to university, they often become members of different social groups like sports clubs or hobby clubs. They usually join these clubs because they are interested in different activities like football or baseball, or hobbies like chess or photography. Other examples of social clubs are hiking clubs, political groups, study groups, and of course classes. The other important social groups that most people belong to include our friends and the people that we work with every day. Another example of a social group is a chat group that we use on the internet. Think about how many social groups that you belong to. You will probably be surprised when you count them all. There are probably more than one or two that you belong to. Now answer these questions. How many social groups do people usually say they belong to? Which ones will they probably say? Which words do we use to talk about people who are members of countries? Which other groups are people usually members of? What are the examples of student social groups? What examples of sports clubs do students usually join? What hobby clubs do students usually join? Which are the other important social groups that students usually belong to? What is an example of a social group on the internet? How many social groups do you probably belong to? Now check your answers. How many social groups do people usually say they belong to? People usually say they belong to one or two social groups. Which ones will they probably say? They belong to a family or a sports group. Which words do we use to talk about people who are members of countries? We say citizens. Which other groups are people usually members of? People are usually members of religious groups, political groups, and sometimes hobby groups. What are the examples of student social groups? Students belong to sports clubs or hobby clubs. What examples of sports clubs do students usually join? Football or baseball are examples. What hobby clubs do students usually join? Chess or photography are two examples. Which are the other important social groups that students usually belong to? They are hiking clubs, political groups, study groups, and classes. What is an example of a social group on the internet? A social group on the internet is a chat group. How many social groups do you probably belong to? Probably more than one or two social groups. Okay, good job today. See you next time. Bye.
And answer.
Many people prefer eating out rather than eating at home and cooking dinner. At a restaurant, Eric prefers to drink wine with his meal. With fish, he would rather drink white wine, and with meat, he would rather drink red wine. In the summer, he prefers to drink beer because it is nice and cool. Usually, after dinner, people prefer drinking coffee, but many people prefer drinking tea at breakfast time. Eric would rather not eat breakfast first thing in the morning. He prefers to wait until 10 or 11 a.m. for something to eat. At lunchtime, a lot of people prefer a light lunch, maybe a sandwich or a salad. Eric prefers to eat dinner in the evening after he finishes work. He would rather not drink coffee late at night because coffee stops him from sleeping. Now answer the questions. Where do many people prefer to eat? At home or in a restaurant? What does Eric prefer to drink with his meal? What would he rather drink with meat? What does he prefer to drink in the summer? Why does he prefer to drink beer? What do many people prefer to drink at breakfast time? When does he prefer to eat in the morning? What kind of things do many people prefer to eat at lunchtime? When does Eric prefer to eat dinner? Why would Eric rather not drink coffee late at night? Now, check your answers. Where do many people prefer to eat? At home or in a restaurant? Many people prefer to eat in a restaurant. What does Eric prefer to drink with his meal? He prefers to drink wine with his meal. What would he rather drink with meat? He would rather drink red wine with meat. What does he prefer to drink in the summer? He prefers to drink beer in the summer. Why does he prefer to drink beer? He prefers to drink beer because it is nice and cool. What do many people prefer to drink at breakfast time? Many people prefer drinking tea at breakfast time. When does he prefer to eat in the morning? He prefers to eat at 10 or 11 a.m. What kind of things do many people prefer to eat at lunchtime? Many people prefer to eat a light lunch, like a sandwich or a salad. When does Eric prefer to eat dinner? He prefers to eat dinner in the evening after he finishes work. Why would Eric rather not drink coffee late at night? Because coffee stops him from sleeping. Good job, thank you. See you again.
Read and answer.
Ken and June have 4 children. Their children have very good jobs. Their oldest child, Luke, is a doctor. He is able to help patients with cancer. He is also a pilot. Flying an airplane is very enjoyable for him. Jean is a pediatrician. She can help babies when they are ill. She is writing a new book on baby care. She is also very good at cooking. Tom is a lawyer. He is working at a new office. Helping people with legal problems is what he likes to do. He is also interested in writing poetry. Barb is a teacher. She teaches languages. She is learning Russian. She can speak 5 languages. She loves going to concerts. She always feels like going to one. Ken and June are very proud of their children. They hope their grandchildren turn out as well as their own children did. Now listen and answer the questions. How many children do Ken and June have? What is Luke's job? What does Luke enjoy doing? How many daughters do Ken and June have? What is the subject of the book Jean is writing? Where is Tom working? What is Tom interested in? What does Barb teach? How many languages does Barb speak? What do Ken and June hope? Now check your answers. How many children do Ken and June have? Ken and June have 4 children. What is Luke's job? Luke is a doctor. What does Luke enjoy doing? Flying an airplane is enjoyable for Luke. How many daughters do Ken and June have? They have 2 daughters. What is the subject of the book Jean is writing? The subject is baby care. Where is Tom working? Tom is working in a new office. What is Tom interested in? Tom is interested in writing poetry. What does Barb teach? Barb teaches languages. How many languages does Barb speak? Barb speaks 5 languages. What do Ken and June hope? Ken and June hope they have good grandchildren. Okay, good job today. See you. Bye-bye.
Read and answer.
Paul is Kathy's boyfriend. Paul wants to go to a film on Thursday night. It is the new Angelina Jolie film. She is Paul's favorite actress. Paul says, "Hello, is Kathy there?" Angie says, "No, she's not here. I am Angie. I am her cousin. I am visiting Kathy for 1 week." Paul says, "Oh, I see. Can you tell Kathy to call me when she comes home? It's important." "Well, Kathy went to the hair salon. She will be back at 5. Should I say that you called?" "Yes, I will be at the library until 5:30. I can call her from there. I will call at 5:15. I will tell her, 'Aren't you Kathy's boyfriend?' 'Yes, I am. We have been together for 1 year.' 'I thought so. She says you have beautiful blue eyes.' 'I have blue eyes. We may go to a film Thursday night. Do you want to come with us?' 'I can't. I told my aunt that I would go shopping with her. She needs a new answering machine.' 'It's the new Angelina Jolie film.' 'I know. Kathy told me. I prefer Brad Pitt. He's very handsome.' 'Yes, he is.' 'Well, thank you. Don't forget to tell Kathy I will call her at 5:15. "I won't. It was nice talking to you. Bye." Now let's answer the questions. What does Paul want to do on Thursday night? Who is Paul's favorite actress? Who is Angie? What does Paul ask Angie to do? When will Kathy return? Where will Paul be at 5 o'clock? How long have Paul and Kathy been together? What color are Paul's eyes? What does Angie's aunt need? What actor does Angie like? Now let's check your answers. What does Paul want to do on Thursday night? He wants to go to a film. Who is Paul's favorite actress? Angelina Jolie is Paul's favorite actress. Who is Angie? Angie is Kathy's cousin. What does Paul ask Angie to do? He asks Angie to have Kathy call him. When will Kathy return? She will return at 5. Where will Paul be at 5? He will be in the library. How long have Paul and Kathy been together? They've been together for 1 year. What color are Paul's eyes? Paul's eyes are blue. What does Angie's aunt need? She needs a new answering machine. What actor does Angie like? She likes Brad Pitt. All right, very good job today. See you next time. Bye.
Answer.
Julie and Pat are visiting an art museum in Paris. They're on holiday and will stay in Paris for 2 weeks. Julie says, "Wow, look at that painting. It's beautiful, isn't it?" Pat says, "Yes, I agree. Who is the painter and what is the name of it?" "Its name is the Madonna and Child. The painter is Titian." "Ah, it's nice. How long has it been at this museum? Let's ask the curator, shall we?" "I think he's near the information desk." "Excuse me, can you tell me how long this painting has been here?" "Shh! Don't speak so loudly. This is a museum. I've forgotten when this painting was sent here. I can ask the owner. I think he has left. He will be back at 10 p.m. "Oh, it's not important. Thank you." "That isn't a painting by Rembrandt, is it?" "Yes, it is. You have a good eye for art. We got that painting in 1997. It has been here for 7 years. "What is the most popular painting here? It isn't the Van Gogh painting, is it?" "I'm not sure. I have worked here for 16 years. Every year a different painting is popular." "Well, we should look at some more paintings. What time do you close?" "Look around. We have already closed. Everyone has left. I am being friendly. I am always nice to the visitors, but you should leave soon." "Can we just see the Picasso painting? It's near here, isn't it?" "Yes, it's close to the front door. You can see it and then out you go, young ladies." "Thank you. You are a nice curator." Okay, now let's answer the questions. What are Pat and Julie doing? How long will they be? How long will they be in Paris? Who painted the Madonna and Child? Where was the curator standing? Why did the curator complain? When will the owner be back? When did the museum get the Rembrandt painting? How long has it been at the museum? How many years has the curator worked at the museum? What do the girls want to see before they leave? Now let's check your answers. What are Pat and Julie doing? They are visiting an art museum. How long will they be in Paris? They will stay in Paris for 2 weeks. Who painted the Madonna and Child? Titian painted the Madonna and Child. Where was the curator standing? He was standing near the information desk. Why did the curator complain? The girls were speaking loudly. When will the owner be back? He will be back at 10 p.m. When did the museum get the Rembrandt painting? They got the painting in 1997. How long has it been at the museum? It has been there for 7 years. How many years has the curator worked at the museum? He has worked there for 16 years. What do the girls want to see before they leave? They want to see the Picasso painting. Okay, good job today. Thank you. See you.
Practicing English.